The wait is finally over. Cities Skylines 2 is here for everybody to play. And today, we're jumping straight into this game. Without any further ado, let's just go ahead, start a new game, and see what this game is all about. Right off the bat, we have to choose from a range of plots that we want to build our city in. But I'm thinking that I want to go European, mainly because I am European. And for the European one, we'll do River Delta. In River Delta, we do have some information down here at the bottom. So we can see that the theme is European. That does not mean that we cannot build North American buildings as far as I'm concerned. We have some of the climate, and that is because we do have a climate system in this game. Yes, there are snow that can occur on the map, which I think is just completely awesome. We are in the Northern Hemisphere, and that has a lot to say with how climate functions. So how hot can it get and how cold can it get? We got a buildable area of 42% and a bunch of outside connections. We got some natural resources, so like fertile land, forest, ores, and oil. The city will be called City Obelisk because it's City Skylines 2. Natural disasters, of course, and all of the others, nah. Well, the beginning tutorial, of course, I'll go with the beginning tutorial, that is sure. But let's get into the game. Right, welcome to Cities Skylines 2. This is the place to build the city of your dreams. Take on in-depth challenges of managing city services and directing traffic flow, and follow the lives of your citizens. Tutorials are here to guide you as you take your first steps towards building a city. As you progress, more hints and guidance become available in case you need it. I think I can figure out the camera controls, so we'll just skip through that one. Okay, so apparently because I chose the tutorial, we have to go through the tutorial, and I think I kind of know how I want to do it all, and that is actually rather annoying. Okay, now with no tutorial. But I think really it's City Skylines, right? So right off the bat, we have 500,000 to start the city, and I think that's a fairly decent amount. What can we build of road types? We have medium roads and we do have small roads. So I think this down here would be, that would be the smaller roads, and then the medium roads are a little bit bigger. But it's quite nice to have that roundabout already in here. Oh, you can just plop the roundabouts. Oh my god, that is so good. I have not played this game yet, by the way. I was not one of the lucky few to get early access. I have to stop just blushing over this game. Let's actually build something. So we could actually take this medium road and then get it down to about here. Okay, this takes some getting used to, but before I spend too much money actually building the roads, we need to figure out where we have to put stuff. So from looking at the water, it flows this way. Yeah, it flows this way and then goes this way. The pumping stations are fairly cheap, so let's go with a pumping station over there. We need a sewage outflow pipe. We'll just put that over here. Oh, we can do separate pipes. And the roads come with built-in. Oh man, that is so good. We need some power as well, and for power, we have wind turbines. We have a small, it says small, but it's rather large. What way does the wind go on this? Can we see that? Well, I guess it kind of showed it here. So we go with the coal power plant, the wind travels this way. So ideally, I want to put it in a spot where, oh, but wait, that is a power line from outside the city. So essentially we could use that one and just not have our own. But if we have our own, do we sell it and then make money that way? But I want to bring the road out to here, to the forest. Is that another, that is another outside connection. Where does that go to? All the way over there. Great. That was not as pretty as I thought it would be. Can we just do a straight line for now, and then we'll sort of see how that goes in the future. That's not completely like I wanted it to. That is exactly the road I wanted to create, the continuous curve. And then I'm thinking, and I hope I can make it work, so if we do a roundabout like right there. For now though, we need to expand the city, and I don't want to make the mistake of making too many roundabouts. I do love my roundabouts, so I'm guessing that having a little roundabout right there in the middle probably wouldn't hurt. Right, for the zoning, we have the standard zonings. Of course, we also have office zones, and we do have specialized industry, and we actually have a lot of specialized industry. We have livestock, we have grain, vegetable, so on and so forth. That will not be for this video. This video is strictly just starting up the city, and then we'll take it all from there. But for the residential, we would most likely need most of the city to be residential. a little bit of commercial. I'm thinking commercial right here in the middle. So if we go commercial for these two at the roundabout here, and then we'll try and do residential for the rest of it really. Now, of course, I have to figure out a place for my power to be. I'm fairly certain that I do want a power plant, and I was kind of thinking to put it down here. It's kind of far to travel from here all the way down to here, but also I don't want the industry too close to the main city, if you would. Sewage pipe not connected. Not connected to the network. What are you on about? It so is connected to the network. Okay, I'm having some serious issues here. I cannot get the water tower connected to the water pipe. Oh, I got it to work. Finally, that took like 15 minutes, but I finally got it hooked up to the water. Okay, we could actually have this little spot here be an industry section. And let's do a roundabout right here. This is the first city, so I'll try to make it as pretty as I possibly can, but then again, everything is subject to change, right? I guess that's sort of right. We can work with it. So let's put the industry up here. Pull it off pause for the first time in a while. I've actually not seen stuff get built in this game before. Oh, I totally forgot about the power. Let's throw in the power plants. Power line not connected. Oh, it's not connected to the outside, but does it have to be? What is the benefit of that? Okay, can we speed up the time here a bit? Get people to move in. Okay, we're getting our first houses now. So I went for the European style, and I think it's fairly obvious to see that this is sort of the European style. Actually, it reminds me of the 70s styles in Denmark, the flat roof and all of that. But we hit the first milestone of a tiny village, and now is probably a good time to get into the whole EXP milestone hitting part of this game. So by hitting a milestone, or to hit a milestone in Cities Skylines 2, we have to collect what is called experience points, or XP points. And you do that passively, or you do that actively by placing buildings. Passively, you get it by getting more people to live in the city, raising the happiness of the citizens, but also, like I said, placing things. So we got a large amount of XP for placing a coal power plant. We get a little bit for placing roads, city services, and so on. And with that XP, we hit milestones, just like we did in Cities Skylines 1. And this first one is Tiny Village. And with that, we also get some cash. We got 600,000 cash. We got what's called development points, and we got expansion permits. And that is an interesting one. So if we close off this, we have the progression panel. That is where we can see the progression of the city. So right now we are at Tiny Village, and then we can move all the way up to Megalopolis. For Tiny Village, we only got 1 development point, and we got 3 expansion permits. So development points are used to develop the city per se. We have the services like roads, electricity, water and sewage, you know, the standard ones you do have in Cities Skylines. For all of them, we have a development progression tree, and with that, we can expand on that city service. So basic health services, for example. With 1 development point, we can unlock a crematorium, which means that we can cremate bodies that are deceased. Normally, you would unlock that by hitting a city milestone, but here you actually have to use your development points to develop the city. But for the last thing, the most interesting things to me at least, is the expansion permits. That is a little bit different from the first game. So if we open up the map tiles, you can see all the tiles that we have here. And 1 expansion permit let us unlock 1 new area of the city. Now, the tiles are a bit smaller than what they actually were in Cities Skylines 1. The starting one is about the same size, but then the other ones are cut down into 9 smaller ones. I don't think it's a bad decision. You have to get used to it because you cannot unlock as much as you, but it also lets you pick and choose more in the direction you want your city to go in. So as we are right now, we have 3 expansion permits. So essentially I could unlock these 3, of course, pay a little bit of cash to do it. Now, the interesting part about this game is that you can actually unlock tiles that are not connected to your own city tiles. And I haven't tried it yet, but I'm thinking that you can still sort of access the network, and I think you can create your own outside connections, and I think it's something that I have to play around with before I eventually choose to show it in a video. But for now, we'll not unlock anything. We want to build up the city a bit more, but this is the interesting part to me about this game. That is the way you unlock or expand your city. We're actually only at 36 population, And we are already a tiny village, but that is because of the whole XP system and not the population system as we were used to in Cities Skylines 1. That being said, I don't think it's a bad decision. I think it's an interesting decision that they went with. Now we do have a lot of demand for more residential to be filled in, so I think let's not delay and let's actually just develop some more buildable areas for the people. Oh, that is completely uneven. Let's go ahead and delete that. Man, it's so uneven. It's insane how uneven it is. Oh man, okay. See, this is the point where I would like my Move It mod so I could just tap this out just a tiny bit. I think the problem per se is that this arch I kind of tried to create, it's completely uneven. How about we take this one here and go up to same level as the other one? Well, it's ever so slightly not completely even, but I'll take it. It's fine. I mean, I guess we can build the grids by doing. Oh yeah, we can. What? What did I just make? Did I just plummet a hole through the... What? Is it because of my graphics that this looks completely off? It looks like you can fall down into the water. What is that? I think we'll just place a road like that and then and then forget that all just happened. Place some more people in. We only have 80 people living here. We can already build medium density. Are you serious? Low rent housing. So there are all different types of housing. Let's try the medium density all the way along here. Oh, the demand is plummeting down. That's for the medium density. So for the low density, let's place some more low density up in this area up here. And hopefully this city will not turn to complete garbage, even though I'm not that great at this game. Let's go ahead and place down some of the city service buildings now. We have the healthcare, and I think that's one of the first things we'll go with to actually hopefully make the people a bit more happy, that is. How about we just place it right here? Another exciting feature of this game is that we can upgrade the buildings. We're not going to do it right now, but I don't know if you played SimCity 2013, but if you played SimCity 2013, you know this feature very well. That was kind of one of the selling points of that game. I think it's rather neat that they tried to implement it here. I don't really have a set goal of where I want to take this city, at least not in this video. This video is just creating the first city in Cities Skylines 2. And there's a lot to learn. I was not one of the lucky few to actually get this game early access and get to play it and so on, but then again, I did watch a little bit of what was released by other people, but I didn't want to spoil myself too much. I want to experience a lot of the game by myself as well. And that is really what this video is kind of all about. We're experiencing the game as it comes out. It's release day today. I'm playing this, well actually it's been an hour since release, but it is released. Now let's take a look down here at the European style buildings. We can get so close to the ground in this game. That's quite awesome, really. So here we have some of the European style medium density buildings. They do indeed look very European. So that's the front. What if we click it? We get some information about who lives here. We have 6 residents living here, 4 adults, 2 seniors, 1 uneducated, fully educated, and 2 educated people. And a nice little garden out here in the back. I'm curious to see in this game what they actually do with filling in the blank spaces, but from looking at it, people do have gardens in this game. I was just looking around the map and I saw this. I wonder what that is. Old Mills Ruin. Then we have a barn, we have another barn, and yet another barn on this little island. Interesting. Getting more and more apparent is, I know I spent a lot of time talking, but it doesn't seem as fast paced as Cities Skylines 1. I don't know if it's just me, but what is the problem here? Waiting for a hearse. So somebody here died. Perhaps we should actually get a hearse, but for that we need a cemetery, and cemeteries are rather large, and oh, it's lagging out my game apparently. Now, where should we put the cemetery? I did not really account for that when I built the layout of the city. I think now is a good time to show when we place this. You can see we spend 114,000 credits, and in return we get 300,000 experience points. So if we place this, we now unlock the next milestone to be a small village. We got 700,000 in cash, we got 2 more development points, and 4 expansion permits. Now if we click on this one, we can actually upgrade this as well. It's another city service that can be upgraded. We have a temple, Not that I really know what the temple is for. And we have a mausoleum that we can then build an extension to the cemetery. We're still not at a point of actually making any money in this city. That worries me a little bit. We can go to the taxation, and I think we're going to ramp up the taxes to 11% for all of it for now to gain a little bit of cash coming in. I don't know really what I'm building here, but my idea is that this road here will go over to this little island, and we can have sort of like a part of the city on this island. Let's actually go ahead and use some of the expansion permits we have, because I want to expand the city over to this little island. And for that, I need to unlock the island and a little bit more to it than just the island. So we'll go with these 4 tiles and purchase them. For that, we'll use 4 of our 7 permits, but I think that should be just fine. Okay, so we are over to the island now. And on this island, I'm thinking that well, of course, naturally, we expand the city, but I have to find the best way to expand the city. And I think I want to utilize all of the island to do that. But we really needed some more commercial, because we don't really have all that much commercial right now. We also have a higher demand for more industry. Now we are nearing the first, well, I would call it a milestone, but it's not really a milestone in this game. But we're nearing 1,000 population, which is not that high, and we're losing money, evidently. So it's not like the city is going great. And if we fail, we'll just get right back up and try again. The building occupants have trouble paying the rent. People are moving out because of that. Let me go pause, because I need to see this. A higher zone density or different zoning might be needed. So can I change the zoning just like that? Can we test that? If I go, will it change? It will change. How about that? That is interesting. Now, I think we should go ahead and build up the little island over here. I'm really just trying something out here. And you are allowed to scream at me in the comments if I'm doing something that is completely stupid. But I think that's the beauty of a new game. Trying out different things, see what works, see what doesn't work. So we are connected up to the water. We're connected up to electricity because that runs with the roads now. Again, I cannot stress this enough. If you played SimCity 2013, you know this feature. And my God, do I love that feature. Let's put the commercial right here in the middle of it all. It's a bit hard to tell with the white on the white, but we will make do. It's no problem. I mean, if it's that easy to just change out the residential, we might as well just go for the low residential to begin with, if that is where the demand is. And when the demand is gone, we can just change it. And we got to the 3rd milestone of a large village, giving us 800,000 more cash. We got 3 more development points and 5 expansion points. And I think that is actually a good place to end off this first video and the first, well, I would kind of say adventure that we have in Cities Skylines. We did not get as far as I actually initially thought. This video was really just to get the city started, get into the game, see what we can create. And then in the coming videos of this city, we'll try and make this city into a thriving metropolis and actually explore Cities Skylines 2 a bit more in depth in the individual parts of the game and not as just starting up a city like I did here. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content of Cities Skylines 2. I'm so excited for this game and I have a lot planned for it. This is only the beginning. If you don't want to miss out, hit that notification bell and you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.